Bro, a lot of people be getting mad at black people and be saying that we have no good role models. I don't get what the fuck they be talking about, because black people have great role models. It's just that we are put in situations where we can only do a couple things. So somebody like King Von, right? They say King Von, bad role model, right? He was doing the best that he could with what he was given. He was not given shit. That nigga was in jails from when he was a fucking teenager. If you're in a situation where you have to be in jail, right, consistently as a fucking teenager, and you're in, where is it, in Chicago and shit, and all this violence and shit is happening, you're just trying to fucking survive because you don't want to be a statistic, right? Nothing that happens after that is your fault. Like, I'm gonna just keep it a beat. Like, it's the same shit as those kids that got bombed. I always bring up this example because, I mean, it's not their fault. It's the same thing as those kids that got bombed in Iran. You know, it's not their fault they got bombed. They just got bombed because they were at the wrong place at the wrong time. Same shit with King Von. So, you know, niggas will say he's a YN, he's this, he's that. It's like, he does more than you do. He did more than you did in his entire life, and he died before fucking 30. So it's like, what are you talking about? And even when he died, he was just doing the best he could with what he had. So people look at the outcome and say, oh yeah, he died, he was an idiot, whatever. But it's like, bro, what do you actually want him to do, right? What do you want us to do? Like, you're not saying you wanted us to do anything better. You're just saying the outcome was bad. An outcome can always be bad. Like Tyrese Halliburton got injured in the playoffs, right? And they were winning. I thought they were going to win that year. But he got injured and they lost because he got injured. Does it mean that Tyrese Halliburton did some shit wrong? No, he just got unlucky. So fuck the outcome. The outcome don't mean shit. The only thing that matters is that, damn, that nigga balled out for real. That's the only thing that matters. So I think black role models are honestly better than the other role models. Like, cause black people will be given some bullshit. You know, niggas will be born in the projects. Niggas will be born in the hoods and shit. Niggas in Africa, even in Africa, them niggas be doing the best they got with what they have, which is not really nothing. They just don't make no excuses. They just do the shit regardless of anything. And then it just keeps going on. You know, I've had a lot of situations in my life where, you know, I didn't really have shit. Like, bro, it was just one time I was just buying milk, bro, every day because milk was like $3 to $7, and it was all I could afford for food. So I would not literally die. You know, I was still doing push-ups and shit. I was not making no excuses. A lot of niggas that are in other races, they cannot do that shit, bro. They cannot sit there and, you know, keep working hard to the best of their ability and make no excuses for that shit. They'll start complaining. They'll start being like, well, I don't have a lot of money, so blah, 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 blah. I'm like, bro, just do the best that you can with what you have and you'll be fine. And they don't, and then they get fucked over for it, and then they want to look and be like, well, why did this happen? Because you didn't try. Do the best with what you have. It's just like Obi-Wan Kenobi, bro, in Star Wars. That nigga wasn't the fucking chosen one, but he still beat Anakin, right? That nigga was not even that strong. He still beat the fuck out of Anakin. That's why I like Star Wars too. But anyways, going back to black people, it's like we have other good role models too. It's like people don't like Michael Jordan, but Michael Jordan's a good role model. I don't care what the fuck niggas say. All the three Michaels, bro, that era, they're all good role models. Don't give a fuck nobody say. And then obviously there's other basketball players like Kobe, LeBron, all them niggas. Them niggas they're not good people, but honestly nobody's a good fucking person. Niggas are just, you know, they'll be bad people, but they won't be at the same heights as a LeBron or as a Michael Jordan. So you can't really tell, because all the evil shit that they want to do, they just can't do it because they're bitch ass niggas and they just don't do it, right? So I don't really care that, you know, people will say, oh, well, Michael Jordan made prisons. Nigga, what would you do if you had that same amount of money? So be quiet. Yeah, like they would do some goofy shit. They would do some evil goofy shit, and they're not sitting here with the money giving it back to people that actually need it, are they? No, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. So it's just like people will say that, but they're really just bullshitting. They're just bullshitting. They're acting like they're high and mighty. Like, bro, no, you would not do nothing better with the money, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't want to hear it. Yeah, he probably could have did something better, but what are you doing? That's how I think about it. All right, so, but then again, he does the best that he can with what he has, bro. when, you know, Michael Jordan plays basketball, you can tell he's putting in 100% effort damn near the whole time. Like, he's like, not just physically, like mentally, physically obviously, yeah, but mentally he's also putting in maximum effort. Emotionally, like, he has so much passion for the fucking game. That's why he won so much. So it's like, how are you gonna say it's a bad role model? Nigga like Mike Tyson, same thing. Michael Jackson, not Michael Jordan, same thing. These people have so much passion for the things that they do. Like, nobody is doing the things that they were doing, right? But then everybody has something to say about it, and everybody has to say, you know, black role models is bad. I'm like, that's not even possible. How can a black role model be bad and we have all these people that I could just name off the top of my head that everybody knows what the fuck I'm talking about? Obviously the role models are good. People are just being stupid. So yeah, I don't know why people, like, they'll look at only the bad things that they do, but then they'll just like ignore it for other groups of people. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Where do you not see how all these other groups of people, they do the same thing or they do worse, but they just don't try as hard as niggas, bro. They don't do as much as they can with what they have. That's why I'll just never understand it. Like, it just keeps going through my brain. I'm like, bro, they're sitting here talking about, like, the role models in I don't even want to go through down that, but it's just like, you know what I'm talking about, bro. They just don't be like, just think of the first people on the top of your head, white communities, Hispanic communities. Just think about this. The first person on top of your head, you're gonna know what I'm thinking about. Like, I'm not gonna say it, but it's like, those people, they are not built off of effort, like just pure effort, like just pure, I am going to do whatever I can do to maximize the garbage that I have been given, bro. Like, black people with dead ass be in Africa, right? Hey, they do the same shit here. Like, here they'll rap, they'll make a beat and go viral off that shit with nothing, because you could make raps off nothing. A nigga like Rip Wright, right? Rip Wright, he made his whole empire off of nothing, bro. Nothing, literally nothing. He just made it off of, you know, calisthenics, but then the rest of it, like Team Rip Wright, he just made that shit up. He just made his shit up, bro. You know, Ripstick, he just took what worked and he marketed it well enough for it to go viral and for it to get sales. And all of that artwork, you know, with his clothes and stuff and the Ripstick and stuff, he just did that shit. He just made it out of nothing, bro. It just came, like, rappers, people will get on rappers, they make their raps, like I said, off nothing. It's not nothing. Like, it's literally nothing. Like, there's legitimately no backing, no nothing. They just start doing it. They just keep doing it, and it gets somewhere. So it's like, when they say that shit, it pisses me off, because I'm like, are y'all peeping what you're saying? You're saying that effort should not be, you know, respected and idolized. It's like, what? Why would that be a case? You know, over like, you know, outcomes. Outcomes are not that important, bro. They're really not. You could win the lottery, right? You have that lottery money. Oh, cool. You technically won. If you don't have the, you know, the mindset to keep the money, you're just gonna lose the money again. So the outcomes don't really matter when it comes to that. If you're not the type of person to, you know, put in the work to keep whatever you get, you're gonna just lose it. So you should focus on the effort that you put in and day out. You know, like someone like Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson, King Von even would do, and say, all right, fuck it. If I die, if whatever happens, that shit just happens. I don't care. I'm just gonna keep doing it the best of my ability, and I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna expect anything to come of it, but I'm just gonna put in the work. That's how it should be. But the mindset people have, I guess, is to see that that's just not it. And I feel like that's what be fucking people up the most. Because when you do that, it's just like you're not gonna want to try as much. You're not gonna want to do what you have to do day in and day out as much as someone who's just focused on the effort that they're putting in.